Hi, I wanted to do the tarot first, last, and always tag. So first deck I ever purchased, or actually my first deck was gifted to me. And the last deck I purchased, and the one I always go to as of late. Yeah, let's get started. So my first deck, and even though I know there's that superstition like, oh, your first deck needs to be gifted to you, I'm like, no, go buy your own deck. If you're on the fence about starting tarot, go get your own deck. Don't wait. You don't need it. But either way, I found it funny because I totally forgot. I got this. Well, here, let me show you. Well, it came in this little tech box, and this is like 7 years old. It was 7 years old. I went to the Fever Con in Atlanta. Karen Marie Moning. She's a really awesome urban fantasy author, my favorite fiction author. She has a series called the Fever series, and it's amazing. It's based in Ireland, and it deals with the Fae, or the She. And so here's the cover card, and one of her fans, I say fans, Maria Suarez, she's I guess a artist, illustrator. She worked with Karen Marie Moning to develop a tarot deck, which is in the series itself. There's a character that has the tarot deck, and the world card, I remember, comes up, but either way, here's the backing. This is, I don't know if they ever actually, so they gave this to everyone at the FeverCon, and it was like, oh, this is so magical, because it's dealing with the Fever series. I'm a huge fan of it, so it has all the characters in it, and like, look at this Fool card. This is before I understood the Fool, and it says, all across it says, I'm nobody. But anyway, so if you're a big fan of Karen Marie Moning, well, actually, let me say, if you're at all interested in, like, if you like the Tarot of the She, or if you like the Fae, or Celtic mythology, highly recommend her book. It is so good. Her books is so good. But, yeah, I also wanted to say, so I got 2 copies of this at the event, and if anyone is out there interested, because I don't know if they ever did actually sell these. I mean, they were gifted, and, it's just like, ooh, check this out. This is like it was in the gift bag for everyone that went to the event. So I don't know if they ever actually made, mass-produced them or published it to sell. But if you are interested in a copy, I would be happy to trade my second copy. I've never read with this deck, but I just found it funny because I totally forgot when I was getting into tarot. Several years later, I got into tarot. I always had kept this deck, as a precious memento from the event. But where was I going? But yeah, I had this deck, and when I got into tarot and I was using, learning the Rider-Waite, I was thinking like, oh, this is my first deck, and I was like, oh, wait a second, I got a deck years ago. So it was just funny how I was like, had totally forgotten about it. I just never thought about it as a tarot deck. I mean, it's a tarot deck. I just have never read with it, but either way, the cardstock's not bad. It does have sharp little corners, so I don't know. I mean, obviously I've kept it in the box, but yeah, it's not, it's not bad cardstock, all things considered. But yeah, if you're a fan and you're interested, please hit me up, and I would be happy to trade you for my second copy. I don't need to. It just made me think about it, but I won't go through all these cards, but let's see what the star looks like. Here's Death. Yeah, so this is a very intense, very erotic, sensual series. Oh, here's the character with the tarot cards. It's funny, that's Temperance. But the Devil. Whew. Yeah, this series is so damn good. So damn good. Highly recommend reading it. Here's the Star. Sorry for the glare. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, lovely. So, yep, there's the Fever Tarot, and by Karen Marie Moning, and what was her name? Maria Suarez. So that's my first deck. My second deck, I'll show you. So I got 2. One that I traded with a lovely member of the community. It's the Albano Waite. I got this from the Mindful Tarot, but yeah, she's super sweet. She's got a really good YouTube channel as well, and yeah, I was like, I really needed a good study deck with for tarot. or Rider-Waite. I also love that this is, this, compared to my plaid back, this one has the actual, you know, Pixie's handwriting, which I like. And the colors, I was like, let me show you, yeah, the wands have that orange background, and the greens on the pentacles, and, you know, the High Priestess has, this, you know, Sacred Seed has a video, you know, comparing all the different decks, the Rider-Waite Pixies, original artwork, Rider-Waite decks, and this column's the only column out of all, like, 4 of those decks actually keeps the white, like, symbolically for that color, keeps the white column, everything else is kind of grayed down. But I really wanted to be able to see the, like, symbolic colors, the spiritual aspects of these colors. So, and the wands, the court, you know, very red. And you can see, like, if you, like, pull, I don't have them in order, but you'll be able to see, like, it's very color-coded for the suits as well. So, anyway, I highly recommend if you, like, I mean, this is created in the 60s, 70s, so it's very psychedelic pop, but, you know, the colors pop, but it has meaning behind it, which I was very curious about. And then the other deck that I purchased, the last deck I purchased, was the Gypsy Palace, and I have this in order at the moment because I'm working with learning it and studying it and just doing like 1-card pulls with it and just really learning the cards at the moment. Yeah, so I really wanted, this is such a, obviously vibrant, but warm weather to me. It just reminds me of, I mean, it's Gypsy Palace, but it just reminds me, when I was younger, I got to go to Spain, when I was in college. I did like 2 weeks in Spain. It was very amazing, and it reminds me of that, and I love Florida, and I love going to the beach, and I love the Caribbean. I love that warm weather, and it just, I don't know, it just brings this warmth when I work, you know, looking at this artwork for, I mean, it's also, it's springtime now, so I'm like, I'm ready for some really warm weather. I'm a warm weather girl and a beachy person, so I don't know, I love the vibrancy. The colors are so beautiful. So, yeah, I'm going to show you Strength. Look at the Strength card. Look how beautiful. So, I just love all the reds, obviously. I was like, you better make sure you like red and very bright colors if you want to work with this. Look at this star. So, yeah, I'm having fun. I really want to get to know this deck. Kellyanne Maddox has a great channel for this, and the creator herself, I think Nora Huska, I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but this deck's on Etsy, that Velvet Sun. And I was really enamored by this world card too. I like how she has become a part of the landscape itself. Very, very spiritual aspects to that, right? And the aces are, you know, well, the embodiment. The person is embodying the suit. That's cool. One more. Just one more. Okay. So 2 of Swords, isn't that cute? But anyway, yeah, that's the last one I purchased, and good cardstock, and yeah, the backing, it's pretty, so pretty. And then the Always deck, the Fountain. The Fountain, I'm keeping in the box, I won't get it out, everyone knows what it looks like, but I've said this before, working with this deck, like the gilding, the cardstock, the feel, the texture, the matte finish of the cards, and just everything about it, I feel is so divine to the touch, and the senses, and shuffling it, and the matte, well, I was like, I feel like a queen, and the artwork, the minimalist, modern art, and everything about it is just so beautiful. It's so beautiful to work with, you know, from tactile touch to reading the cards. And I will say, this deck has been amazing for, I did a really great spiritual reading for myself last night. It hit so good. It was so impactful. I was like, whoa. So that's another good thing about this deck. It can answer the mundane, and it can answer these like deep spiritual questions. So yeah, it's my like always, because I'm like, not only is it all-rounder, but it just makes me feel amazing working with it. I just feel so connected, and I don't know, this inner beauty to it. I don't know. It's just Love it. But I also love my Morgan Greer and I love my Lumina Tarot, so those are like my all-rounders. But yeah, this one's definitely, I'm holding on to this. I was even thinking like they're going to be, it's going to be available, like mass-produced. Right now it's technically like a self-published, but they're going to be releasing in the fall. They're like mass-produced, mass-published edition. I was like, maybe I should get that one too. I'm just like, I love this deck. Love it. So anyway, those are all mine for right now. I love watching everyone's videos, and I'll have a link to Christine and Celeste video who started this tarot tag. This is so much fun. Have a great day.